Welcome to Dokill Farms, and in this new series we are gonna build a mozzarella empire. So that involves buffaloes, it involves animal feed, it involves dairy production and so much more, but there's a long road to walk before we can call ourselves an empire. And what we need to do is we need to build up the infrastructure to support what we're gonna do. And the first thing we need to do is acquire land. Now I think that this starting farm is very nice. It's nice and flat, there's room to expand, you have some nice fields down here. So the first thing we're gonna do is purchase this plot number 1. It's 172,000, but what we're gonna do is something maybe a little bit cheeky. We're gonna go into construction and we're basically just gonna sell everything we can. So we can sell this farm bond for 48,000, we can sell this shed for 15 and so forth. We're just gonna go ahead and sell everything that we can and retain some of that money we just spent. Fuel tank goes, little shed goes, even the honey we'll get rid of that for now. So basically what we will do, we will make space for all the buildings and all the infrastructure that we need later on. So, and right now we also need the cash. That's also primarily why we're doing this. So I think that's most of it, because we can't sell the farmhouse and we can't sell this, but we can sell some cows. So first we need to sell the cows in the pasture, sell those, and then we can go ahead and sell the pasture itself. So we started with $1 million. We are playing on a normal mode. So a new farm manager and normal mode. So we start with $1 million and we have only lost now 35,000. So we got this whole piece of land for 45,000. And the second thing we need to do is get some fields. So if we go to the map again, we're gonna buy all of these fields down here. So I'll acquire all of them. And now I have power tools installed. I'm obviously not going to use it, but just for the sake of illustrating the long plan here, I'm going to go into flight mode and show you guys what I'm planning to do. So over here in this area, we're going to try and start our first mozzarella production, or we're going to have the buffalo pen over here. But there's trees in the way here. So what we're going to do is put down a sawmill and cut down all the trees. So we're going to put the sawmill somewhere over here, and slowly but surely all the trees on this plot here will have to go. But it's also going to produce income for us, because wood is actually quite profitable. Now these 3 fields here, we're going to try to combine them, all of them, to create one massive field. And that is going to be the base for our animal feed. And yeah, let's get into it. I don't think there's anything more we need to say about it, so we will drop down to earth again. And we need to place down our sawmill. So if we go into productions, we'll use this 150,000 one. Place it this way. Now I know there's maybe a little bug with this one, because somehow the sawdust doesn't want to leave the facility. So I hope that's not going to be a problem when it's full. But we'll see. So that one is there. Now we need some equipment. So if we head over to the shop, obviously the first thing we need is a tractor. Let's actually look at the used vehicle sale, and there is a tractor here, and it is a quite good tractor. And I don't think I can resist this offer, 137,000 for potentially 303 horsepower. It is a little bit expensive, but like I said, I don't think we can neglect this. So I think we might, yeah, we put in some wheel weights there, might also be good. We're not going to change the horsepower output for now, I don't think. Or maybe one stage, yeah. So yeah, we'll buy this tractor, which makes us already quite broke, and we are gonna have to take out loans. It's inevitable here in the beginning. So, but we do also need a trailer, and I think these ones I think are too small. So I would like to get this one, I think. Now should I get this one or this one? This one is a lot bigger. But do we need a bigger one? But it's also, it is not cheaper. Let's get this one. So we'll buy this one. And we're gonna move down the list here of things we need. We do need a flatbed trailer, so we are gonna get this. And we do need some kind of plow. Now, to create a new field, we're gonna need a proper plow, but I think we're gonna lease that one because they are very inefficient. Instead, we will have a subsoiler. And so this one is 4 meters, this one is 5 meters. I think this one is the best one we can get. So we'll buy the 4-meter version of this, and then we will continue down. Maybe we don't need a cultivator now, maybe in the future. We'll save that one. And I think we will, for now, lease the seeders and everything, because we do need to save quite a bit of money. But for the future, we need a harvester, and I think that we'll go ahead and buy the cheapest one here, because we definitely can't afford anything else. We can barely afford this one. So we'll buy this, and we'll go straight to the shop and bring this one back to the farm and start harvesting our fields there. We have a canola field and a wheat field that is ready to be harvested, so we'll get him started on that. I just made it back to the farm here, and we're gonna get this guy going on the wheat field. And we'll just hire the AI worker, but something important, we need to have the straw swath enabled. Otherwise we won't get straw, which we actually are mostly interested in. But he seems to be fine there. Hopefully he sorts himself out. Or I think so. In the meantime, we are gonna have to give ourselves some more money. We're gonna have to place ourselves in some debt. So I'm gonna loan 250 we'll start there. We don't want to have too much in loan either. We'll go back to the shop, and for now we're not going to touch anything in the forage harvesting department, but we are going to go into grassland, because we'll go into growing some grass to get some hay for our future buffaloes. Now, in terms of mowers, I'm wondering what is the best route to go. I think if you watch the other series, I think that has been working out fairly well. So we'll buy this one, and then we need a tether. We're not gonna get this one, I don't think. I think we're gonna stay with this one. Is gonna be enough for us now. And then we'll go to wind roars, and we're gonna get this one. It is a little bit more expensive than the other ones, but I do think it is worth it. And then we need some baler. And the square baler, you can make bigger bales that I think are a bit beneficial to us right now. So we'll go ahead and buy this one. It has the lowest horsepower requirement. So we'll buy that, and then we need a wrapper for it because we are going to need to make some silage as well. And since we have the square baler, this is kind of the only option that is available to us. So we'll buy this one. And then if we continue down, there's not much we need right now. We're gonna hold off on the animal section because we are gonna wait with our buffaloes until we actually can feed them. So before we can feed them, there's really no point of getting them. But we do need a winch to get some trees pulled down, and we do need a chainsaw. So we're gonna buy a chainsaw here. Now let's see. There is a bunch of equipment here that needs to go back to the farm. So I'm gonna do that and get back to you once we have it all there. We brought all the equipment back to the farm, and the AI worker here has his grain tank full, so we're gonna need to attach our trailer here and unload him. Now, there we go. So now we're not gonna get much for this wheat, but we're gonna obviously get that other load before we go and sell it. Now it would be nice to start some other productions, but I don't think we can afford it in this stage. So next thing we need to do is we need to start looking at the wood removal project that we have. So we have a few trees that needs to be taken down, and first of all I think we need to take down the trees that are here blocking the sawmill. So the ones that are here directly in front of the sawmill, they need to go, and then we're gonna take down the ones over there. So if we crouch here, we can get real low to the ground. Now I do have the lumberjack mod installed, and mainly that is because tree stump removal in this game is a little bit bugged out, so it doesn't really work. So just being able to use the chainsaw to remove the tree stumps is just, well, we don't really have an alternative because the alternative doesn't really work. So that is very beneficial and make things go a bit faster. So now we should just be able to remove this stump with our chainsaw. There we go. So if we jump back into the tractor, potentially, hopefully, we can just push this into the sawmill. There we go. It's a floating ball here and there. I think I'm gonna take that to the farmhouse here, or the shed, so it's not in the way later. You can stay right there. And what we're gonna do is turn on the production now that it has wood inside of it. So we'll turn on long planks and wood beams. I don't think we'll do the short planks. They're a little bit harder to move around. So I think we will prefer this setup. So we'll see here how much wood do we have here in now. 24,000. Should we try and fit that big tree on the other side as well? Although the harvester is finished with its task, so we should get him working on the canola instead. I think we'll just drive him over to the trailer and dump it into the trailer ourselves. And then he can start work on the canola field. Yeah, this area is going to change dramatically. We will merge these fields and take away all the trees. And it's going to make quite a difference. Sometimes you just make life harder for yourself. There we go. We will go and sell this wheat and come back. Now, where can we sell it? That is the question. If we check the prices here, if we find wheat, yeah, it's very depressing, but there is Grain Barge Terminal 1, I think. Oh, Terminal 2, I mean. It has the highest price and is the closest one, so that is quite nice. We'll see where that is. It's in that direction. Can we get through here, maybe? See if we can find it. $6,400. That is not it's something, but it's not great. we are gonna try and master this tree over here. That is as much as I think goes in there. We can check now in the production and we can see that it is almost full here, 97%. So we're not gonna get any more trees in there, and I think that we will end the first episode here. Next time we will go forward with baling up the straw here and combining all these fields. There's quite a lot of field work that needs to be done here the first month, but in the end it's gonna be worth it. And we might look at some contracts because we are gonna need some cash. So yeah, but see you next time.